for some of you germaphobes like I am, you may wonder, how can I be sure that my cabin is totally sanitized when I get into it? Stay tuned and I'll tell you how to make sure. Hi, Grandma Bev here from Life with Grandma Bev, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, you can tell from my little intro, I do videos on all kinds of subjects, because after all, it is my life that I'm talking about. One of the things I love doing are traveling, especially cruises. But even before the last few years where we had to be real careful, I was a germaphobe even then. So a lot of the things they had you doing during the pandemic, I had already been doing. And I still do a lot of them, even though people have really eased up. But figure how many people have stayed in your cruise ship cabin before you, right? Now, this isn't meant to scare you. So, there's certain things you might want to do if it bothers you. I'm not saying you have to. Yeah, because they're really good at cleaning those cabins. I mean, geez, no sooner you step out of it and your steward's in there cleaning it up again after you get out. So these are how to sanitize your cruise ship cabin. Okay? Now, I've got all my notes here, so I'm going to keep looking at that. It says to pack the right supplies. If you're serious about deep cleaning your cabin, you have to come prepared with the right materials. Be sure to bring cleaning supplies on board with you, such as Clorox disinfecting. Now, there's a lot of other wipes, too, that are disinfecting. I make sure they cover as many germs as they possibly can here. Contrary to popular belief, Lysol disinfecting spray does not disinfect the air. It is sprayed into, but instead works by disinfecting the surfaces it's sprayed to. And one thing I learned was when something is wiped off with a disinfecting wipe or something, don't then wipe it dry. Leave it and let it dry on that surface. Now, when we were on a Princess cruise last year, it was still in a good part of the peak. I mean, it started kind of dwindling down, but on a ship of 3,000 something people, there were only 900 of us. But boy, the minute you would get up from a table, they'd be over there washing that down, and they put a little disc or something on it. It meant you couldn't sit in there until they removed that disc. And the purpose was to let that disinfectant lay on that table and dry into it. So I thought, well, that's a pretty good idea. I'm surprised I hadn't thought of that myself. So you still, while the sprays and stuff are pretty good at removing most of the viruses, bacteria, and germs, they don't always kill every virus out there. So read the labels and pick a product that targets the germs you want gone. Now, one thing, I had gotten some wipes, and they were very strong. In fact, I haven't even used them because I never got to cruise for a couple of years. They contain bleach, so you might want to pack some rubber little gloves. What I did is I put like a little packet and a rubber glove in a little baggie. So I had little kits. So like on the plane, I could get it out, put my gloves on, scrub down the plane, put them all back in the baggie and throw that out. So there's different things you can do to. Also keep in mind, too, that some products may require you to air out your room, so be mindful of the directions depending on your cabin type. Wash your hands well. I was always a germaphobe when it came to washing my hands. So I wash my hands. The minute I walk in the house from being out somewhere, I wash my hands. I'm going to eat. I wash my hands. I'm always washing my hands. But what I've noticed, a lot of people are not washing them anymore. That's how the viruses get started, guys, is if people get lax on washing their hands. So always make sure that you wash your hands with soap under warm water for at least 20 seconds. Oh, this is an extreme. For even more protection, put on a pair of gloves after you've washed your hands. I gotta admit, when the virus first came to be known, I bought a big box of those gloves that they use in the hospitals. Made my husband wear them to fill the gas tank, all that stuff. That was before they knew how it was transmitted. We don't do that anymore. Okay, wipe down all frequently touched surfaces. So what those can include are like light switches, the air conditioner controls, the TV remote, especially TV remotes. They always gross me out. I always slip them in a plastic bag or something. And like closet doors, any balcony doors, and the in-room phone. These high-touch areas are used by everyone in your cabin, as well as housekeeping and anyone else visiting your room. Don't forget areas in the bathroom too. Faucet handles, shower door, toilet flush knob and lid, the makeup mirror, everything. Give them all a good wipe down with the disinfecting wipes on day one. The minute we walk in the cabin. Get my wipes out and I'm doing going around. I know I'm extreme, but I have not to this day gotten a virus. You know what I mean. Or the regular flu. Okay. Clean hard surfaces in the cabin. Wipe down the hard surfaces such as the night table, coffee table, desk, and shelves. Prioritize surfaces where you would set things down on that will go near your face or in your mouth. Think shelves that house glassware or nightstands where you put your glasses or cell phones. Some people put little medications on their little night table, that they'll be using the next day, next morning. Okay, wipe down the balcony furniture. I don't know if it worries much about that, but it makes you feel better. Wipe down the handles and stuff. Clean glassware. If you're planning to use provided glassware for a glass of wine in your room or to rinse out your mouth, you'll want to disinfect them before using them. Well, okay, I don't know if I'd use a disinfecting wipe on those. This is my personal opinion. I would just take it in the bathroom, run the hot water, swish it out with soap, and there we go. Remove decorative bedspreads. Now this, I think, is a little extreme too, but let's see. The bed linens are always changed between sailings, but that's not always the case for decorative blankets, bedspreads, and pillows. Now, we don't sleep in the bed like, nowadays a lot of times they have this nice, quilted thing over what it looks like a down comforter, and they'll have a strip of a decorated strip. We don't use those. I mean, the steward even takes them off, so you can remove those or any of the decorative pillows in the cabin. You don't want to sleep with them. You just take them off your bed when you're going to go to bed. As you can hide them. Oh, why hide them? You can hide them in a closet or drawer or under the bed, or ask the steward to take them off your hands. Then wash your hands again. After you're now done, oops, air conditioner, I'm going to click it off. Sorry about that. It's hot here in Arizona today. It makes me want to go cruising. Now that you're an expert on how to clean your room step by step while on a cruise, your home away from home is now sanitized and you can set sail. But there's one step left before you're home free. Since you might have been handling chemicals, we suggest washing your hands one more time once you're finished. And that's a wrap. I always wash my hands after I've used any cleaning stuff. Anyway, I can say I'm a real big germaphobe. Sorry for that other noise. Why do people start making noises when you're doing a video? You ever wonder that? What are the odds? So, I hope that you've learned something from this. I know a lot of people think like I do. So, of course my daughter does. It goes without saying, but you just want to be safe. Yeah, because some people are, let's face it, slobs. And they don't keep themselves real clean. They don't, they just don't worry about that stuff. And they're the ones that usually get sick and give it to the rest of us. So be careful. So please comment below, share, like, and subscribe. And I hope you've got cruises coming up. We've got our next one for February of 2024. We were supposed to do one in September, but we've decided to cancel that one. My body just can't handle it. I love you all. Bye.